Hello and welcome to a point of sale related video. Purpose of this video is to kind of share some tips that many retailers have shared with our team over the last 3 weeks in how they are dealing with coronavirus or the COVID-19 pandemic. So there's kind of a mix of things here on the screen. I just want to quickly go through them and maybe add a little context to what some of them mean, since it's abbreviated or maybe it's kind of short. So, this isn't just about staying busy, that's one part of it, but also planning for reopening and doing creative selling. So I'm going to make the screen just a tad bigger here. And so the first one that we have is performing physical inventory counts. I've had actually several retailers ask or inquire or start on doing a physical inventory count because it's a great way to do it. And the customer interruption or trying to do it in off hours isn't necessary right now for a lot of retailers. Number two, a deep dive into what inventory is selling and not selling. So that is basically folks are taking a really detailed look at their product movement, product sales over the last couple of years and getting a better handle on what's selling and not selling. Number three, this I really like. This is actually a furniture store. What they are doing is they are posting one product a day on Facebook and offering free delivery for that product. And they are including their display items, which is actually kind of cool because if it's a display item, it's good to move it out of inventory and it might be something that you don't need to reorder. Number four, deep cleaning the store. I think from a customer service and a marketing standpoint, that's awesome. Just to say, hey, we're using this time to disinfect, sanitize, dust, vacuum, mop, whatever, everything. Number five, may seem a little strange, but not really. We've had several retailers using the Microsoft RMS software contact us about getting demos and trial versions of the RMS replacement programs like Cloud Retailer. Number six, applying for the various parts of the CARE Act as far as the payroll protection program, disaster loans, grants, etc., etc. I really can't stress enough how retailers need to be taking advantage of that if you're negatively impacted by this pandemic. Number seven, just spoke with a couple of folks last week over in California. They are using this time to replace ancient computer equipment. Again, this is something that normally is kind of tough to do during business hours without interrupting the business, but if you are closed or only offering curbside or delivery, then this is a good time to replace any old computer equipment. Number eight, lots of folks are calling and emailing looking at their options for adding e-commerce or buy online, pick up in store, with a note that some are just looking for this short term. They don't want to have these options long term. Just the nature of their business, what they offer, their business model. They're not online folks or buy online, pick up in the store folks. But others have indicated this is going to be their long-term plan, just including e-commerce and buy online, pick up in store. Number nine, nice creative gift card promotions. Things like buy a $50 gift card and receive an additional $5 gift card at no cost. Obviously, you'd have to look at that and see what your model is for gift cards and budgeting and things like that. But that's a good way to encourage folks to support your business. Number 10, changing the product mix. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to focus on more health and safety related products. I'm not saying everybody needs to go out and get the masks and try selling those, but maybe there's something, it's tough to know because there's so many different retailers that we work with and different products and models. of their business. But generally, if you get creative, there might be something that aligns with what things are going to be moving forward when the store reopens that might be attractive to your customer base. Of course, we've seen the creative promotions, the free roll of TP with every gift card purchase. Right now, apparently, the big run is on hair color products. So, those are one of those things that can come and go very quickly. But if you see an opportunity and it isn't a huge investment, latch onto it, see what it does. Number 12, bringing in the next generation of store owners for some retail operations training. So I had a couple of stores in Texas that I spoke with, and that's what they're doing. They already had plans that the owners would retire and the kids would take over the business. They're using this opportunity while they're closed to bring the kids in and show them some retail operations education. Of course, without any customer interaction at this time. 13, good one to plan for when you're going to be reopening, rearranging the store to accommodate social distancing. I've also seen a lot of folks, taking some electrical tape and marking off those spaces at checkout so everyone's staying 6 feet apart. Number 14, I've actually had some folks that have said, we think we're just going to move to online and we're going to close the physical location. So they're just moving to an online only business. This is a time to reflect on where you're at, where you want to take the business, and what you can handle. So there's no harm in saying, hey, it's time to close, or it's time to move only online, or time to sell, or, there's so many different options here. But no harm in taking this time to reflect and plan. And then last one we have here is putting a simple product inquiry form on their website and offering delivery or shipping. So this isn't e-commerce. This is for folks who really, you're never going to have enough business to justify the expense of adding e-commerce or buy online, pick up in store. So most web pages allow for a contact form. Usually it's contact us or something like that. That can usually be modified to put in something like, okay, what product are you interested in? A few details. How can we reach you? And then you can do some research and see if you have it. And then, of course, in this case, you'd be offering, either delivery, shipping, or curbside type service. So those are the tips. We'll put the contact information in the video description. If you have anything to share, as it would be much appreciated by our team as well as the several thousand retailers that we work with.